Hero with the IS-6 Tier 8 Premium Russian Heavy Tank, and on paper this tank doesn't look that great, which is why it took me so long to actually get one of these guys. But once I got one, I think I should have got one of these guys sooner. So if you look at some of the stats, it's got 1550 hit points, it weighs 52 tons with a 700 horsepower engine, top speed of 35 kilometers per hour, traverse speed 26 degrees per second with a turret traverse speed of 24 degrees per second, view range of 350 meters, and a 440 meter signal range. That means view range is not very good for a Tier 8 tank, and the signal range, it's pretty terrible for any Tier 8 tank actually. And the traverse, well, that's kind of normal for a heavy tank, or especially a German heavy tank. Now, the armor. 100 millimeters of armor on the front, 100 on the side, 60 on the back. 150 millimeters of turret armor on the front, 150 on the side, 100 on the back. And that might seem like it's pretty crappy, but if you take a look at the configuration of the hull, you can see that it is really, really sloped. And pretty much anything penetrating you will have to go through your lower plate, or this driver's hatch, which is it's kind of a big weak spot, but not as big as the one on the KV-5. A big difference between this and the KV-5, well, it's a lot shorter than the KV-5, and the cannon does a lot more damage. It has 175 millimeters of average penetration, 390 average damage, so this is the standard 122 millimeter cannon on most of the Russian heavy tanks. 5.13 round per minute rate of fire with a 0.46 accuracy and 3.4 second aiming time. So accuracy pretty terrible, aiming time incredibly bad. Which brings me to the modules. I fitted enhanced gunneling drive. Oh, are these called modules? Oops. I guess they're called modules. Enhanced gunneling drive, vertical stabilizer. These two will help with aiming time. Vertical stabilizer while you're moving, enhanced gunneling drive, and vertical stabilizer when you're not moving. And of course, the always useful large caliber tank gun rammer. This tank, the IS-6, it has a pretty decent rate of fire. It reloads in about 10 seconds. So you should be able to handle anything coming at you. It's not an incredibly fast rate of fire like the SCM-50T and stuff like that, but you should be able to weather out any incoming shots with your armor if you angle properly and try to wiggle around to hide your driver's hatch over here. Side armor seems to have some spaced armor. I'm not sure exactly where those are, but it's actually angled a little bit from here, so you can get bounces there. And of course the back of the tank, extremely angled as well. You'll get bounces there sometimes, however it is only 60 millimeters thick. And this part here is not as angled, which means everything can go through there as well. Or sorry, not everything, it's just a lot more things will go through. Now if you got a regular Tier 8 tank with 200 plus penetration, you should be able to go through the front of the turret. If it's on the side like this, you should be able to go through there and there. Of course, gun mantlet is of course much harder to penetrate. Commander's hatch, well, there's two hatches here, but they are not very tall like the German tanks, and you can get shots into it, but it's not as easy as aiming for, say, the driver's hatch or just the side of the turret if you can get through it. Alright, obviously 175 millimeters penetration is not very good, so loading in some premium ammo is advised. 217 millimeters of penetration is it's not the same as the other Tier 8, well, the regular Tier 8 heavy tanks, well, most of them anyway, but it does give you a significant boost, and well, you should be able to get in some pretty nice shots then. mostly because, well, the IS-6, it gets special matchmaking, and that means it never sees any tier 10 tanks. So the premium rounds I usually use for the tier 9 tanks. However, if I'm facing off against frontally against things that I've been bouncing off all day long, I might switch to premium rounds and get it over with. Because it's a premium tank, it does get more credits earned, and I've got a match showing you where I fire off, I think, 6 premium rounds, and still managed to get about 80,000 credits at the end of the game. So the crew, well, this is my IS-8 crew. You just put any Russian heavy tank crew in here and they will work out, as it's a premium tank. Alright, let's get into a replay. Special matchmaking often lets the IS-6 see top tier, or at least 50% of the time. And this time I am top tier, so I'm going to be heading up onto the hill of Malinovka. This is the encounter mode, which is a little bit better than the standard battle version of this map. We've got a Panzer 38 NA going up on top of the hill, which I think is completely useless. What is he going to do up there? He's not even going very fast. He's slowing down to watch those heavy tanks drive up here. And alright, so you can see IS-6 is faster than the Super Pershing and the Tiger II going up the hill. I've been spotted. That's not good, but there are several tanks. That's the Leopard that spotted me. There are several tanks between me and there, although they all just stopped. Let's see if I can get a hit on that Leopard. Oh, there we go. He's moving out. Probably not a good idea to shoot there. IS-6 does not carry a lot of ammunition, so you do have to look out for that. Alright. Several of their tier 8 tanks have gone to the windmill. This is actually a very dangerous position because they do have 2 artillery. This is, of course, patch 8.5, which is why the artillery is still in those tiers, I suppose. Let's see if I can shoot anything there. That's gotta hurt. Imagine another nice hit on the Tiger II. There's a Carnarvon coming up that has a pretty awesome turret armor, especially when you're firing this gun at it. Alright, so the Panzer 38 NA has survived until now. I tried to shoot at the lower plate of the Tiger II, didn't get any damage in. And as you can see, I bounced 2 shots right there. Another lower plate shot? No, probably one of the upper plate. Accuracy is not that great. This is really, you really need to drive up really close. I used a lot of wheelies right there. Oh, and it bounced off the hull of the Carnarvon, which is actually deceptively strong. Or maybe I'm just used to higher penetrating cannons. So, most of the hill team has fallen. Finally get my first damaged from something. 280 damage. Maybe the Super Pershing, Carnarvon, something hit me. I'm gonna try to snipe the commander's hatch of the Super Pershing. Didn't manage it. And that Super Pershing is getting pummeled now. Oh, there's a Pershing over there too. More bounces. I finally get a side shot on the Carnarvon's turret. I'm still bouncing shots. That was absorbed by the tracks, I'm sure. Artillery is having a hard time getting a shot in on me. You can see they're trying desperately to fire on me. Okay. More bounces.
The turret ring is damaged. We can barely turn
Type 59 gets a shot into the turret ring. Can I hit the commander's hatch from this distance?
penetration.
No. And you just really have to keep moving around. Apparently the artillery players on the enemy team cannot anticipate movement from the tank. Although I did stay there for quite a while. Oh. Carnarvon gets a hit on me, 140 damage. I think he's using the Black Prince's cannon. Otherwise he wouldn't be doing so little damage to me. But he's giving me bounces. I'm gonna back up here because I finally realized, well, I don't have that many people with me at this point.
That one bounced.
Tried to shoot into the top of the Carnarvon's turret, didn't work out for me. He's firing HE into me. Again. Let's see if I can hit this guy. There we go, that was actually kind of a lucky shot right there. Don't really expect to hit the hatch at that range. Type 59, still bouncing. And it doesn't look that great for our team at the moment. Although it was looking decidedly worse beforehand. But we are holding them off so far. Sector Tiger 2 wants to make a push. It sounds like he just got hit really badly, but don't know if I should have taken that shot, but I'm switching to premium. Yes, the Tiger 2 did get hit quite a few times. We're gonna push out, and I'm gonna use the premium ammo to try and clean up anything that's here. That Carnarvon's really annoying with his turn on. Type 59. Doesn't look like I can get in any clean shots, and I don't want to waste premium ammo just yet. Super Christian gets in a side shot. That wasn't very nice. But whatever. Don't really need premium rounds for the Super Christian, but I'm not going to sit here and reload again. He's going to sit there and let me shoot him. That's totally fine. Alright, just that Super Pershing left. The Tiger 2 should be able to take him out, but I don't know. Kind of looks like he missed or fired HE, or maybe that was artillery. Alright. So I'm just gonna go around, make sure of the kill, and here you can see IS-6, don't snipe with it. I even compensated for the drop. And it dropped even further. 2 premium rounds left. Carnarvon's already made it into our base, that's not good. Trying to rush back and take out that Carnarvon, that's the really major threat right there. The SU-8 is kind of a slow thing that ISU should be able to take out. Although ISU is also heading back. Carnarvon was a really big pain right there. More rocks. Sometimes I just don't see these rocks come up. 537 health. I know the Carnarvon's got the Black Prince cannon, so I should be able to take 4 hits from him. And he should only need 1 hit from me, and I'm firing premium rounds. So I'm gonna make sure,
Enemy is hit.
and I'm gonna make sure I track him first, and then I'll go for the kill.
Enemy
There we
vehicle
go.
destroyed.
Alright, just the SU-8 left. 5 minutes till the end of the game, and I'm not gonna run around looking for artillery with 5 minutes left. I'm gonna head to the cap, and if he wants to win, he's gonna have to come out and show himself. Our ISU is moving in as well, so we shouldn't need 3+ minutes to cap, and that should make it a much better game. I was actually, in the beginning of this game, I was actually pretty angry. You know, oh, the team already lost 4 tanks, and I haven't even gone to the hill and shot anything yet. But IS-6 seems to have the armor to deal with that. Alright, as long as the ISU doesn't get hit before I get there. Is that the BL-10? Huh? And of course you never want to hide in obvious spots when you're capping with artillery. Artillery usually aims for bushes or you know, next to dead tanks and stuff that you might try to hide behind. Alright, so Mastery Badge, first class. Look at all that spawning damage I did. Steel wall, 2 kills, 1,258 points of experience earned, 21 shots fired, 17 hit, only 10 penetrations, 5,990 potential damage received, 27 hits without dying, which is amazing. 84,000 credits earned on premium account, non-premium 45,000. So this is a pretty awesome tank for earning credits. Next replay, I'm on Redshire this time with Konzo and the Super Pershing. Mostly tier 8s in this match with tier 6 on our team. The enemy team gets a tier 7 and 2 tier 6s. We get a Chefy and a Panzer 38 NA with a KV-2. No artillery this time, so I'm going to be heading into the pretty awesome position I found with the Tiger II when there's no artillery. Can't really take advantage of the same kind of positions, but the armor on this tank should be able to give me some advantage, and this time I'm going to be pushing instead of just staying over there and defending. IS-6 does have a little bit of speed to it. It's not quite as fast as the SCM-50T, but it has a lot more armor. I recently got myself one of the FCM-50Ts as well, and after a few games I'm gonna try and make a video. Well, more than a few games, but after a few games I think it's pretty decent. I might have been wrong with that glass. In patch 8 point whatever that it came out. Let's see. I'm going to be using the 6th Sense perk again to see if I've been spotted in this position. If I am, then I'll have to back up quite fast. We've got 2 Type 59s going up on the hill, which is actually quite nice. They should be able to spot anything that's over there, and it doesn't look like anything's there at the moment. And I'm going to come over here, and it doesn't look like... Nope, I haven't been spotted, so it doesn't look like they sent anybody on this side either. an incredibly bad tactical error on the enemy's team. I'm just gonna wait for at least one tank to catch up before I push forward. I don't want to take all the shots. Uh-oh, T-32. I'm probably spotted now. So I'm just gonna rush down, not even gonna try to fire on the T-32. Try to get in this little dip. Oh, and there's a KV-1S. Obviously not expecting anybody to show up over here. Bye-bye. I would also like to thank that KV-1S for dying in that position. Oh, I got hit there.
We've lost the track.
And lost the track.
Track's up. Let's go.
Alright, so armor's not that good against super high penetrating cannons, but if you angle it, then you should be able to do well. You can't just barrel through at other tanks, but this is pretty awesome.
We nailed it bad. We've lost the track.
Yeah, that Panther II is great.
Get going.
What do you call it? Camouflaged, because he just fired on me twice and I haven't seen him yet. Oh, there he is.
We didn't even scratch them.
Yeah, it was probably the front plate. Somebody set him on fire. Right. There's that T-32. We should take him out. There we go. Now, where is that FCM-50T? Oh well.
Penetration.
T-32 is now missing a large portion of his health. And let's see if we can take him out. No, that's okay. He's gone. Alright, so I know there's a Jagdtiger 8.8 down, well, up to my right, so I'm gonna go lower down so that he cannot track me out on the open and pummel me like he did that KV-4. There is that Type 59. Let's see if I can find some shots. There we go.
Enemy armor is hit.
Leave him on 5 health. It was a high roll, so I'm not going to complain. Alright. There's the Jagdtiger. Not looking at me. Gun depression. Not very good. So I'm going to move out.
Looks like
Get a
that
shot
one went
in.
right through.
And take a shot for my troubles from the
Expect
T-44.
every 80 minutes.
Something's still shooting at me. Jagdtiger is turning around. And the T-44 gets another shot into me. Alright. I know there's a, what is that, the AMX AC-46 still looking at me. I'm trying to poke out, see if he gets spotted again. Jagdtiger, well, he's concentrating on me, so, or he's looking in my direction, so I don't really need to
Penetration.
pop out with those Type 59s, take care of him. Only tracked on the FCM-50T.
Got him.
Take out that French TD. He's got a pretty nasty gun. Even if he is just stock, he can still fit the DC-845 212mm cannon.
We finished him off.
Only 45 damage on the FCM-50T. Ah, T-44. That's the guy that shot me twice.
We've hit them hard.
It's a pretty high roll right there. Anything? Murder? Lowy? Lion. I'll just call it a lion. Pretty low health at the moment. And they've got those tier 8 tanks that seem to be able to penetrate me quite well, so. Let's see. Alright, well, let's get that Sherman Jumbo.
That's gotta hurt.
missing 40% of his health. Anything I can hit? T-44 looks like he's tracked.
They're knocked out.
And he's gone. Anything else? Don't know where that shot went. Alright, the front of a line, it's not a very good target to shoot at, and as you can see, I've only got 2 rounds left. So IS-6 does not hold a lot of ammunition. You're gonna have to watch out for that. Although, I've got 8 premium rounds left, so we'll see what happens. But it looks like our team of faster tanks, or any tanks that are actually in over there, in that the correct position to fire in on the enemy team, is doing quite well. Probably not going to make it in time. Yeah, those guys are just dropping now. Just surrounded. Just 2 tanks left. KV-4 goes down, and now it's the line's turn. Bye-bye. I got another steel wall in this match. 1,158 points of experience with 4 kills, 4,063 points of damage done to the enemy, potential damage of 3,670. 18 shots fired, 14 hit, 13 penetrations, so a lot better than last game, but I did not manage to bounce as many shots. 93,000 credits earned on a premium account. Non-premium of 54,000, and of course this was during the event where steel walls net you an additional 650 points of experience, so I got 4,124 points of experience for that match, which is quite nice. Thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave some comments. I'll see you in future videos.